All right, welcome back as we now move along to our 5th of 6 games today on Field 3. We're back to the championship round of the Dixie Youth AA Coach Pitch World Series. It's an elimination game between the team from Gray, Georgia, they're the visiting team, and Sebring, Florida. Both teams losing earlier today. Georgia 10-0 to Mississippi in 5 innings as the team from Mississippi, Kosciuszko, winning earlier today, and also Regalwood, North Carolina, defeated Sebring, Florida 10-0 in 4 innings. So now the winner here will move on to play the loser of the game later tonight between North Carolina and Mississippi tomorrow at 3 o'clock. The losing team will be eliminated. Here's the lineup for Paul Griffin's Georgia team. This is Luke Thornton, the right center fielder, number 7, leading off as he swings and misses. Batting second is number 16, Braden Harrison. Hitting third at third base, number 9, Tanner Lacey. Batting fourth in left field, number 13 is Caden Tidwell. Hitting fifth and catching, number 10, Matthew Lane. Batting sixth, the left center fielder, number 22, Cooper Lancaster. Hitting seventh, playing shortstop, number 2, Zach Raven. Batting eighth at the pitcher, number 24, Griffin Sapp, as that ball drops into short center field by Thornton. So leadoff single for him. Hitting ninth, Cohen Griffin, the catcher, number 3. Batting 10th, right field, number 5, John Mark Burns. Batting 11th at first base, number 8, Drew Williams. And hitting 12th is the right fielder, number 6, Caden Canty. So a leadoff single for Thornton as he loops one into center. Here's Braden Harrison. Defensively for Brian Simmons' Florida team. First base, Tanner Simmons. Jet DeWitt is at second. Mackay Taylor at short. Camden Engler at third base. Hunter Stone in left center field. Dawson West is in right center. Vinny Ward in right field. And catching in this game, Gabe Ford. In this pitching circle is Jesus Paniagua. Tyler Green is in left field. As that ball gets into right center field. And the throw goes to third. It's up the line. And down to second goes Harrison. So a hit for him as well. So Georgia with a good start. Second and third. Nobody out. Our umpires for this game. Don Winston is behind home plate. Calvin Knight at first. Berdanska Sanders is at third. Earlier today here in the AA Coach Pitch World Series, it was North Carolina over Florida 10-0 in 4 innings. This in the championship bracket. Mississippi 10-0 over Georgia in 5. Louisiana defeated Texas 11-4, and Tennessee over South Carolina 3-2. On Field 4, Texas and South Carolina elimination game right now. Chuck Sebastian with a call here on JockJive. I'm Marty Palman with you from Field 3 at Bearpin Park in Cleveland, Mississippi. 2017 Dixie Youth Baseball AA Coach Pitch World Series Championship. North Carolina and Mississippi will play at 8:30 on Field 4. Louisiana and Tennessee at 8:30 on Field 3. For these two teams, Georgia advances a runner-up out of Pool 4 yesterday, losing 10-0 to Summertown, Tennessee, as that's popped up into short left. The catch is made by Taylor. Runner's coming home to throw, and it's going to be in time. Throw goes down to third, is not in time. Tanner Lacey pops up to the shortstop. I'm not really sure what Luke Thornton was trying to do there, as the ball was caught in the hole. It's short, deep in the hole towards the grass. And the throw home is going to get that lead runner, Thornton. Harrison does go to third, but now there are 2 outs. So that eliminates the one runner. That's a foul ball down the line. We're talking about Georgia yesterday in pool play. Lost to Tennessee 10-0. Summertown, Tennessee won Pool 4. And then Georgia defeated Cleveland, Mississippi 10-9. They were the runner-up in Field 4 earlier today, losing to Mississippi 10-0. For Sebring, Florida, they were the runner-up in Pool 3. They lost to Nacogdoches, Texas 14-2 in 4 innings. Nacogdoches won that pool. And then defeated Richland, Virginia 24-11, losing earlier today to Regalwood, North Carolina, who won Pool 1 10-0 in 4. So now with 2 outs, a runner at first base or third base. Caden Tidwell bats. High fly ball on the left field line. That is a fair ball. And it goes under the fence in the corner. Tidwell will stop at second, but that will get the run home. So after the double play, Georgia still gets the run on the board on an RBI double by Tidwell. Georgia wearing those white uniforms with the gray pants, red letters and numerals. Florida team wearing the gray silver uniforms blooped into left or to center field for a hit. White letters and numerals. The white pants with the orange leggings, kind of the Miami Marlins look, as that ball comes home. Matthew Lane bloops in a single. Tidwell will stop at third. Lane goes to second. So with 2 outs, the inning continues for Georgia. Already up 1-0. Here's Cooper Lancaster. Lancaster fouls that off. South Carolina a 3-0 lead over Texas now. That game in the third. Lexington, South Carolina over Nacogdoches, Texas. Winner there will play the loser of the Louisiana-Tennessee game tomorrow at 3 o'clock on Field 4. Head up the middle. Taylor, spins around, throws to first. How about that? Makai Taylor behind short did a little bit of a Javier Baez play behind second. Totally did a 180 around and throws to first to get Lancaster to end the inning. That may be the play of the week on the infield. Georgia gets 1 run in the top of the first on 4 hits, as it turned out. They had another runner thrown out at home, no errors, and 2 were left on base. Head to the bottom of the first, Georgia 1, and Florida coming to the plate here on JockJive. Leading off for Brian Simmons' Florida team will be the third baseman, number 11, Camden Engler. Batting second is that aforementioned 0-0 Makai Taylor, the shortstop. Hitting third, first base, number 1, Tanner Simmons. Batting fourth and catching for Florida, number 10, Gabe Ford. Hitting fifth at second base, number 23, Jet DeWitt. Batting sixth, the left center fielder, number 17, Hunter Stone. Hitting seventh and pitching, number 4, Jesus Paniagua in the pitcher's circle, defending it. Batting eighth, the right center fielder, number 2, Dawson West. Damian St. Mark, number 7, hits ninth. Tyler Green in left field to start, number 18, bats 10th. Finney Ward in right field, number 8, is hitting 11th. And batting 12th, number 3, Coda Cabrera. And here's the defense for Paul Griffin's Georgia team. Drew Williams at first base. The second baseman is Braden Harrison. Tanner Lacey is at third. Shortstop is Zach Raven. And in the outfield, John Mark Burns is in right field. Caden Canty. Left center is Cooper Lancaster. Caden Tidwell in left field to start. Luke Thornton is in right center. Cohen Griffin catching. Griffin Sapp is in the pitcher's circle. All right, so Florida now up in the bottom of the first as Georgia gets a run in the top of the first to lead at 1-0. Loser of this will be eliminated from the Dixie Youth Baseball AA Coach Pitch World Series. Machine pitch back to the championship round. Just fouled on the left field line out of play. Right now, as the game going on between Virginia and Alabama on field 1 with Mike Radout, Alabama out to a early leader. Arkansas and Tennessee still to come on field 2 as they are wrapping up the machine pitch consolation third place game with Robert Williamson on field 2. Georgia was leading Cleveland last. We saw 7-3 in the 5th in that game. Texas won earlier 14-3 in 5 innings to take the machine pitch consolation championship. In our last game on this field, field 3, as that's hit to third, and the play made there at third by Tanner Lacey for the first out as Engler lines out to third. 1 out. A wild game that just completed here on field 3. Taylorville, Alabama rallying from down 10-3, 5 in the 4th, 5 in the 5th, 2 in the bottom of the 6th to beat Cleveland, Mississippi 15-14. And the third place game in Coach Pitch, it was Arkansas 10, CFC Arkansas 10, Goochland, Virginia 5. Arkansas wins that earlier today. Coming up later tonight, a machine pitch, Florida and North Carolina in the championship bracket at 8:30. Mississippi and South Carolina as well. Mississippi, South Carolina on field 1, Florida and North Carolina on field 2. So the one out here is Makai Taylor. Fly ball deep into right field, and that is going to get all the way to the fence. Taylor with his speed heading towards third. The ball now on the infield. We'll see what he tries to do. He will stop at third. Boy, he was going to third all the way there. Makai Taylor with a one-out triple here in the bottom of the first. So you can see now 7:45 in the evening here as shout-outs coming, and you see the number at the top of your screen, the left of the scorebook, 904-525-1324. Let's go Team Florida. Coach Mitch, Liam, and Aiden are watching and cheering for you from Sebring. We appreciate you watching tonight. You can see the sun pretty much gone. A little bit of shadows into left field and some in the outfield and center and right and over by shortstop. But the light's not quite on here at Bearpin Park, but it is getting dark at 7:45 Central here in the evening in Cleveland. Tanner Simmons now up. The runner at third, one out. It's the third pitch. By the way, you only get 5 pitches. Current coach pitch, no walks. Either have to hit a hit or a strikeout. 6 innings you play. 15-run rule after 3 innings. 10 runs after 4 as that goes off the glove of the shortstop Raven. Will go into left field, and Taylor will score to tie the game at 1. Simmons' line drive brings in the first run of the game for Florida. And they tie it up at 1. So Georgia with a run in the top of the first. Florida answers with a run in the bottom of the first. Gabe Ford, the catcher, now will hit. That is outside. Ford, slow roller to third. Third will go to second. Close play. Got him at second base. Lacey to Harrison covering. Fielder's choice 5-4. Simmons out on a close play at second. So Simmons will now reach with 2 outs at first. Here's Jet DeWitt, the second baseman. Runner at first, 2 outs. That misses outside. Lights now coming on here. DeWitt now with a 2-0 count. Outside, and now DeWitt 2 more pitches here, which to get a hit. Pops it up and into center will fall. Another blue pit to left center field as Ford will stop at second base. So DeWitt gets the 3rd hit of the inning for Florida. Inning continues first and second with 2 outs. Hunter Stone now playing in left center will hit. Florida yesterday dropped their opening game 14-2. They were run ruled by Nacogdoches, and they run ruled Virginia 24-11 last night, including a 13-run first inning, which that game was over. Didn't get over in 3 innings as Virginia scored some runs, but Florida advanced again as the runner-up from Pool 3 with that victory, and then lost earlier today to North Carolina 10-0 in 4 innings as North Carolina got on the board. The first 2 innings just got out to a huge start today. 5 in the first, 4 in the second, led 9-0 after the first 2 innings, and then scored a run in the 4th to win it 10-0. Florida only had 1 hit in that game earlier today after scoring 24 runs yesterday against Virginia. So Stone, and hits it to third, and stepping on the bag himself, Lacey will get the fielder's choice, 5 unassisted, as DeWitt is out at third to end the inning. Actually, it would be Simmons out at third to end. Nope, that was Ford. I'll get it right sometime. 1 run in that inning for Florida on 3 hits, and they leave 2 on base. So we head to the second. Tied at 1. We'll return to Cleveland, Mississippi in a moment here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving kick by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Another final just coming in as they wrapped up the consolation championship in our third place game in machine pitch, and it's Georgia, Thomaston, Georgia 13-3 over Cleveland in 5 innings. So Georgia will win third. Mount Pleasant, Texas won the consolation championship there earlier today with beating Georgia 13-0 earlier, and then 14-3 over Sterlington, Louisiana as well. Louisiana had beaten Cleveland 15-0 earlier today. So the consolation series is over. Just championship round games from here on out. This is an elimination game between Florida and Georgia as we go to the top of the second, tied at 1. Marty Palmer with you on JockJive. Zach Raven, the shortstop, lines that down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And an 0-2 pitch hit will go into the corner. Raven heading to second, rounding to third. The ball just coming in to Taylor at short. He'll throw it home, but it's a triple leading off the inning. 5th hit of the game for Georgia. They had 4 hits in the first, only got the 1 run. The leadoff triple here in the top of the second. Well, 3-2. Texas gets 2 back in the bottom of the third on field 4. Chuck Sebastian with a call there. South Carolina leading Texas 3-2 in elimination game and coach pitch. Mike Radout on field 1 as the call of Virginia and Alabama elimination game and AA machine pitch. Robert Williamson will have the call coming up on field 2 of a championship round elimination game between Arkansas and Tennessee. Hit to third. Play will go to first. Throw will come home and not in time as was Raven who tripled to lead off the inning. And then Griffin Sapp out 5-3, but it'll be an RBI as Raven scores to give Georgia a 2-1 lead after the leadoff triple. So Griffin Sapp with a ground out, 1 out. And Georgia now leads at 2-1. Run in each of the first 2 innings. Florida got a run in the bottom of the first. Winner here again gets the loser of the game later tonight between North Carolina and Mississippi on field 4. That'll be tomorrow at 3 o'clock, an elimination game. Loser will be eliminated. Texas, South Carolina winner will get the loser of Louisiana, Tennessee tomorrow at 3. The winner of the 2 games later tonight will play tomorrow at 4:30. As that gets into right field for Cohen Griffin, another hit for Georgia. Don't forget to like JockJive on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We are trying to reach 10,000 Facebook likes and 1,000 Twitter followers this summer and need your help to get there. And when you like us on Facebook, we'll keep you updated on scores, schedules, game status, and so much more. So go to JockJive.com and follow the shortcut to all the social media, or simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine of Facebook or at JockJive on Twitter. Plus subscribe to our YouTube channel. Here's John Mark Burns. Georgia again with a runner on base with 1 out. Oh, the beautiful day again here today in Cleveland, Mississippi. Sunny most of the day, some clouds, now completely clear. And I think the high was in the low, about the mid to high 80s with about 50% humidity. Very pleasant today here for this time, late July, summertime here in the Mississippi Delta. Tonight it's supposed to be cooling off maybe to the mid to high 60s, so another nice day. 2 days in a row here, great weather in Cleveland after heavy rain moved through Friday night late, about 9-10 o'clock. Ball is third. Engler to second for 1. They'll get the lead runner there as Cohen is out. 5-4 on the fielder's choice. Engler at third, throwing to the second baseman, Jet DeWitt. So Griffin is out. Burns to first with 2 outs. Here's Drew Williams, the first baseman. Left-handed batter. Takes that low and inside. 2-1 Georgia here in the top of the second. Williams loops this into left center field. That's another hit. And the left-hander gets the third hit of the inning for Georgia, and the inning will stay alive first and second with 2 outs. All kinds of shots. Doing a great job, Jed DeWitt for Team Florida. Love Uncle Toby, Aunt Steph, Zach, and JT from Sebring, Florida. Go ahead, Jet from Uncle Dean in Bivens, Texas. We appreciate you listening. From Poppy and Aunt Jenny to Jet DeWitt, Sebring Coach Pitch team. Always proud of you and our Sebring teams. Go Sebring. Go Team Florida. We're cheering for you, the Vincent family. We appreciate you all watching tonight here on JockJive. Looped into left field again, this time by Caden Canty. Rounding third, to throw will come to the plate, and Griffin going to be out by quite a few steps as actually he decided to try and come home. That's John Mark Burns who was out at the plate. Canty with a base hit, but Burns thrown out, trying to score the second run of the inning for Georgia, and that'll end the inning with 1 run as it turned down on 4 hits. The second inning in a row, Georgia has a runner thrown out at home, no errors, and 2 were left on base. We now head to the bottom of the second. It's Georgia 2, Florida 1 here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on his 6.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
All right, we go to the bottom of the second. Marty Paulman with you here on JockJive. And more shout-outs to get to from Sebring watching tonight down in Florida. As they trail it 2-1, we head to the bottom of the second. Sebring, tan to man. Good luck, bud, from Joshi and Coach Rashad. Georgia with a run in each of the first 2 innings. Florida had a run in the bottom of the first, and now they're up in the bottom of the second, trailing 2-1. Jesus Paniagua leading off. He was in the pitcher's circle for this game. 3-3 now between South Carolina and Texas. That game in the 4th inning on field 4. Winner moves on to play tomorrow 3. The loser is eliminated. So big game there between Nacogdoches, Texas, and South Carolina. Lexington, South Carolina. Let's foul it off. Here it's Gray, Georgia, and Sebring, Florida. The Georgia representative for Coach Pitch World Series, the Florida representative as well. Hit up the middle. Nice backhand at second. Now bobbled. Throw to first will be in time as good play up the middle by Braden Harrison, the second baseman. And Paniagua 4-3. Went out in the bottom of the second. So we are now at 8 o'clock Central Time here in Cleveland. Start back tomorrow at 3 o'clock here. Later day tomorrow with less teams and less games. Dawson West now up. Pops it up, and that'll be caught in fair territory at third base by Tanner Lacey for the second out as West pops up to third. So 2 outs quickly with nobody on. And that'll bring up Damian St. Mark. 3 o'clock on field 3 tomorrow will be the winner of this game against the loser of North Carolina and Mississippi later tonight. And we will have a game at 4:30 between the winners of the later game side between North Carolina, Mississippi, and Louisiana, Tennessee. And the winner of that game moves on Monday, moves on tomorrow night to play at 7:30 against the winner of the game 9 tomorrow, the Florida-Georgia winner here, and the loser of North Carolina, Mississippi. Hit up the middle into center field. And that's a base hit for Damian St. Mark as Florida gets their 4th hit of the game. A 2-out single here in the bottom of the 2nd. And our final game tonight here on Field 3 will be Gonzales, Louisiana, and Summertown, Tennessee. Louisiana defeating Texas earlier today 11-4. And Tennessee holding on a 3-2 win over South Carolina. Popped up, and first pitch, Tyler Green pops up to Lacey at 3rd to end the inning. So a 2-out single, runner left on for Florida here in the 2nd. No runs and 1 hit, no errors, and runner left on base. We head now to the 3rd inning. We're moving along with Georgia leading Florida 2-1. And you're watching this game here this evening from the Dixie Youth Baseball AA Coach Pitch World Series on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. 2nd one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Luke Thornton leads off with his 2nd hit of the game here in the top of the 3rd. Georgia now with 9 hits, and now that'll bring up Braden Harrison. He's singled and scored in the 1st. Georgia with a run in each of the first 2 innings. Harrison boops that into center. Will fall for another hit, although now throw to 2nd, going to be close. No, safe. Thornton slides in at 2nd, so back-to-back hits. Thornton and Harrison both 2 for 2. Other scores now. Texas has South Carolina's tied Texas 4-4 in the top of the 5th on Field 4. Another Coach Pitch World Series elimination game, and then Virginia 11-4 in the 2nd inning over Alabama in an elimination game. As that drops into left field, the throw will go to 3rd though, and it's in time to get the runner at 3rd base. As Lacey looped that in, but Taylor able to make the throw to 3rd to get Thornton at 3rd. So 1 out, runner is still at 1st and 2nd. And that's hit into left field for a base hit. Rounding 3rd, Harrison, the throw coming to the plate. This time Harrison slides in safely. Lacey will go to 3rd as Caden Tidwell delivers his 2nd RBI hit of the game. He had an RBI double in the 1st, an RBI single here in the 3rd, and now looks like Harrison might be shaken up after sliding in for his 2nd run of the game. Georgia extends the lead to 3-1 now with 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Virginia leading Alabama 11-4. That's an elimination game of machine pitch on Field 1. Arkansas and Tennessee about to get underway an elimination game. That is Appomattox, Virginia over Fairhope, Alabama right now. And coming up, Ida Bell, Arkansas, and Sweetwater, Tennessee, an elimination game. Alabama, a tough loss to North Carolina earlier today, 14-13. Charlotte scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th to beat Alabama, and now they're in trouble in their elimination game. Hit back up the middle by Matthew Lane. Taylor slides, can't come up with it as it goes by 2nd. Scoring is Lacey Tidwell to 3rd. Everybody's safe as Matthew Lane has his 2nd hit, and now Georgia is extended to a 4-1 lead. Runners at 1st and 3rd was still only 1 out. Georgia with 2 runs already in this inning. Go Team Georgia, we love you. Griffin Sapp, number 20 for Uncle Brad, Aunt Jody Lawson, and Bella. Papa and Nana cheering for you, Tanner Lacey. So proud of you. I'm glad to hear the folks watching in Georgia tonight. Shout out to Carson Key from Cam. That was from our earlier game. That's Texas, actually. Go Jet DeWitt and Team Florida from JoJo and Papa as that ball will get past the second baseman DeWitt into right field, scoring another run. Go Team Florida, play hard, have fun watching from Sebring. Nana and Papa as Cooper Lancaster will reach. On the error there by DeWitt, Tidwell will score. The third run of the inning. Now Georgia has a 5-1 lead, still only one out, first and second. Zach Raven tripled in the second and later scored. Gets that off the end of the bat, and ball is dropped. Now the throw to first will be made, and it is in time. Throw goes back across the diamond and gets away. Paniagua made the throw to first to get Raven, but then the throw across gets away. Another run scores for Georgia, as Lane will come in to score. And Lancaster will end up at third now with 2 outs. Georgia now leading at 6-1. So a 4-run inning for Gray, Georgia. 2 outs now. Griffin Sapp grounded out and drew in a run in the second. If it's just short, Taylor has it. Throw across, and it is in time to end the inning. But Georgia picks up 4 runs in that inning on 4 hits. Also an error and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. Our new score, it's Georgia 6, 4-1 here on JockJive. Don't forget to like JockJive on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We are trying to reach 10,000 Facebook likes and 1,000 Twitter followers this summer. Need your help to get there. And when you like us on Facebook, we keep you updated on scores, schedules, game status, and so much more. So go to JockJive.com and follow the shortcut to all the social media, or simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine of Facebook or at JockJive on Twitter. Plus subscribe to our YouTube channel. After today's game is over, you can watch the action again and again on JockJive.com. Go to the same spot you watched the live coverage and watch the archives. Or if you want a DVD of any game of the Dixie Youth Baseball AA Coach Pitch World Series, email info@jockjive.com and we'll get the process started. Play up in August on JockJive.com, the AAA Ozone and Majors Dixie Youth World Series, Dixie Baseball World Series, Georgia Military College Football, Navarre Football, Great American Rivalries, and so much more. Plus this fall, SWAC football, soccer, and volleyball, plenty of high school football, the ACCC Game of the Week, and more. A litany of reasons you need to come back to JockJive.com often. Now Florida coming up in the bottom of the third, facing a 5-run deficit, 6-1. 4-4 now. Going to the 6th between South Carolina and Texas, coming down to the wire there. Again, these are elimination games in this Coach Pitch World Series. Winners move on to play tomorrow. The losers will be eliminated. Florida now facing a 5-run deficit as we go to the bottom of the third. Georgia and Florida both going 1-1 in pool play to finish as runners-up, losing earlier today. Benny Ward leads off in the bottom of the third. Number 11 batter for Sebring, Florida. Way to go, Braden and Caden. Let's go, JC. Go, Georgia team. Yeah, Griffin Cohen, as there's a base hit for Ward to lead off the bottom of the third. Coda Cabrera now will hit the runner at first. Thank you for your shout-outs. 904-525-1324 for this game only.
That's a play, number 2, Coda Cabrera.
Coda Cabrera grounds it to second. Flip to second for 1. They'll get the runner there as Harrison flips to the shortstop. Zach Raven. Fielder's choice 4-6 will take out Vinny Ward, and Cabrera now at first with 1 out. Top of the order now, Camden Engler for Florida. Up to third, leading off the game. Florida got their only run in the first. Georgia with a run in each inning. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the third. See the skies now. Not much daylight left. The sun pretty much gone for the day. The light's on here at Terrapin Park. Engler in the hole to short. Nice play there at short. The second gets that lead runner again. Raven this time flips it to Harrison. Fielder's choice 6-4. And out at second is Cabrera for the second out. Engler now at first. So a couple of fielder's choices after the leadoff single. There are 2 outs. Makai Taylor tripled in the first, scored the only run of the game for Florida to this point. Florida state champions for coach pitch from Sebring, Florida. Georgia champions from Gray as that's hit back to the circle. Pitcher has it, throws to first. As Griffin Sapp makes the play, and Taylor out 1-3 to end the inning. Florida with a leadoff single, but they leave one on. We head now to the 4th inning in this elimination game of the 2017 Dixie Youth Baseball AA Coach Pitch World Series. Georgia leads Florida 6-1 here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on his hits.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
And a fair ball down the third base line for Cohen Griffin. He has his second hit of the game, leading off the top of the 4th. He'll stop at first. Georgia now with 4 hits in each inning. They have 13 hits unofficially. And they lead Florida 6-1 as we play here in the top of the 4th. Marty Palmer with you here on JockJive. Shout out. That's from our other game. My apologies. Bobby Cribb here, and I'm president of JCNL, which represents Georgia. Paul Griffin is our coach. Go Georgia, JCNL. We appreciate you listening tonight, watching. So John Mark Burns will reach Griffin out at second base with first out of the inning. Hit off the pitcher's glove, Paniagua, and everyone will be safe. So Drew Williams reaches for the second time. That's going to be an error on Paniagua. So first and second, 1 out. Caden Canty now will hit again. He's singled in the second. Number 12 batter for Georgia. You got 1 through 12 in Dixie Youth Baseball for Coach Pitch. Everyone hits 1 through 12. AAA at Ozone, you then revert to 1 through 9 after all 12 hitters. And that will be where we are next, starting next Saturday, Oxford, Alabama, the Dixie Youth Baseball AAA and Ozone World Series, starting next Saturday. I'll be there, Marty Palmer, along with Mike Rideout, Chuck Sebastian, Jason Thompson, Anthony Crum. Will be our crew next week for JockJive. And that time Taylor got out of the way of the runner Burns. Well, I don't know if there's any interference call. He just trying to get out of the way of the runner, and everyone going to be safe. Canty will reach. Bases are loaded with 1 out. Looked like Makai Taylor thought he was going to have a collision, but umpire didn't see it that way. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. There's Luke Thornton now, top of the order for Georgia. A chance to break this game open here. As that's hit up the middle into center field. A base hit will score at least 1. Back to third goes Drew Williams. RBI single for Thornton, his third hit of the game. And John Mark Burns will score to make it 7-1 Georgia here in the top of the 4th. Base is still loaded, only 1 out for Braden Harrison, who has 2 hits. He scored 2 runs. Hit to Taylor. He'll go to third. Fielder's choice 6-5, but that'll be an RBI for Harrison. As crossing the plate, Drew Williams making it 8-1. Canty is out at third for the second out of the inning. So it's And now ball hit into center field, gets by the shortstop. Another run scores. That'll make it 9-1. As Tanner Lacey will reach on the error. Thornton scores. Third run of the inning for Georgia. They've extended the lead to 9-1. There are 2 outs, though. Here's Caden Tidwell, who's doubled, singled, and driven in a run. He boops that into right field, and now that gets away. Harrison scores. Lacey halfway between third and home. Now Lacey going to try to come home, and the throw is going to be in time. That'll be the third out of the inning. That's for the third time in the game, Georgia has a runner thrown out at home. But 4 more runs in that inning, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. Georgia now up 9-10-1 here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on his 6.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
All right, we go to the bottom of the fourth now. Georgia with a 10-1 lead. They just missed the get the 10-run rule there. Possibly is hit up the middle to short. Throw is in time. Georgia playing a good game defensively as Zach Raven that time up the middle behind second makes the play. Throws out Tanner Simmons. First out in the bottom of the fourth. Tanner Lacey was thrown out at home to end the top of the fourth. Otherwise, that could have gotten to the 10-run rule. Or shout-outs. Said this Go Georgia team earlier. Shout-out to Braden Harris. That's Braden Harris, Cooper Lancaster, and Cohen Griffin from the Rices. Thank you for watching tonight. Let's go Cohen Griffin, Team Georgia from your favorite Youngblood family. We love you. Gabe Ford hits that up the middle and into center field for a base hit. 1-out single for Ford. Pete Harrison said, how about that grandson of his, Braden Harrison? Go Georgia boys, go Braden Harrison. Aunt Donna loves you. Appreciate y'all listening tonight in Georgia. As Georgia now with a 10-1 lead. Ford with a 1-out single for Florida, hit number 6. Here's Jet DeWitt, who singled his first time up, as that's fouled off. Florida got their only run in the first. Georgia with a run in the first, a run in the second, 4 runs in each of the last 2 innings, and now lead at 10-1. And up the middle, gets off the glove of the second baseman there, and there'll be no play at second. Diving attempt that time by Braden Harrison. DeWitt will reach as Ford goes to second. First and second, 1 out. Hunter Stone. To a fielder's choice to end the first inning. 1-1 the count now. And the lights on as the sun is gone for the day here. 8:21 p.m. Central. 9:21 Eastern, where most of the folks are watching tonight in Georgia and Florida for this game. 10-1, Georgia leading it, trying to stay alive and go on to play tomorrow against the loser of the game between North Carolina and Mississippi coming up. Well, they're playing extra innings on field 4. South Carolina and Texas. South Carolina, the visiting team. Texas, the home team in the elimination game as well. Hit into left field, and a diving attempt. Catch is made out in left field. And that is Kalen Tidwell with a great catch, robbing Hunter Stone of a possible hit. Throw back to second, not in time. Ford gets back into second, but now 2 outs. Now Jesus Paniagua will bat. Paniagua grounded out to second in the second inning. And he flies this into right field, and it's dropped. Ford will come around third, and he will score. Throw goes into third. That gets away. DeWitt, he'll have to stay at third. He'll go right back in. As heading to second is Paniagua. That'll be an error out in right field by Caden Canty. So Florida does get a run back on the board. Second and third with 2 outs as Paniagua heads to second on the error. Ford scores the second run of the game for Florida.
At the plate, number 2, Dawson West.
Go Team Florida from the Sebring family. Bobby Cribbigan, president of JCNL, challenging all of JCNL to go Tex crazy, supporting Georgia. We appreciate that. To Zach Raven, Grandma and Grandpa Brooks love you. Swing those bats, Team Florida. Have fun watching, or swing those bats, Team Florida. I know you can do it, Nana and Papa. Love you, Caden. Good luck from an Aya and Kiki. Go Team Georgia. Thank you for all the texts for this game, all the shout-outs for this game. Is Dawson West now up. He's 0 for 1. Now is 3 pitches in, but again, no walks. Slow roller goes to first, and winning the race to the bag at first is the first baseman, Drew Williams, and he beats West there for the final out of the inning. Florida gets 1 run, 2 hits, an error, which let that run come in, and 2 are left on base. Going to the 5th, Florida today has left 6 on. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Georgia 10, Florida 2 here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Leading off the field for Georgia, number 2, Matthew Riley.
We go to the top of the 5th inning with Georgia up 10-2. Well, looks like we may have had. Well, let's see what's going on field 4. We're going to stand up here. Texas home team, and they had a chance to win Looks like they still are up in the bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 4. Matthew Lane leads off for Georgia in the top of the 5th. They lead Florida 10-2. Thank you for the shout-outs from both teams in this game. That number again, 904-525-1324 for this game only. Texas has the winning run at second. As Lane, who has 2 hits, now has 3. That gets all the way to the fence in right field. He had 2 singles and an RBI to run scored. This is a double. And Georgia again with the leadoff hitter on in the top of the 5th. Georgia unofficially now with 16 hits. Georgia, as that is hit into right field. And another run will score as Lancaster brings in another run. Lane scores. So Georgia adding to their lead here, 11-2 in the top of the 5th. Texas walks off against South Carolina in the bottom of the 7th. So Texas staying alive, eliminates Lexington, South Carolina. They'll move on to play tomorrow at 3 o'clock against the loser of the game tonight between North Carolina and Mississippi. Final 5-4 in 7. Georgia here with an 11-2 lead here in the top of the 5th. Lancaster brought in that run. He was out at second for the first out of the inning. And there is a pop fly by Zach Raven that falls. It's his second hit of the game. Tripled and scored earlier. So runner at first now, 1 out. Top of the 5th, Georgia has scored at least 1 run in every inning. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the third, 4 in the fourth. A run here in the 5th as this ball gets into center field. Raven heading to third. He'll get there as Griffin Sapp, his first hit of the game. He'll head to second with the throw going to third. And Georgia now pouring it on. A chance to get to the 10-run roll here in the top of the 5th, up 11-2. But what a game between Texas and South Carolina. South Carolina was up 3-0. Texas came back to lead 4-3. South Carolina tied it at 4. They went to extra as Texas walking off in the bottom of the 7th. Nagadoches stays alive and eliminates Lexington, South Carolina. Right now, it looks like Georgia, as they're tending to Raven now at third. Cohen Griffin has 2 singles. Line to second. DeWitt will make the catch for the second out in the inning. Second and third, 2 outs. Let's catch up to see if we have, shout outs for you. Robbie Cribb again, president of Let's Go Georgia, president of JCNL. Shout out whole team Georgia, finished strong as that's popped up by John Mark Burns, and the ball will roll foul. From Orlando and Alex, shout out to Jesus Paniagua, Florida. We wish to be the best. Good luck. Go Drew number 8 left Keeley and Kinsley. Drew Williams of Team Florida. Let's go Georgia. Braden Harrison, Love, and Donna. We appreciate all the shout-outs tonight for this game. Getting a bunch for this Georgia-Florida game. 11-2, Georgia here in the top of the 5th as they've added another run. Florida with single runs in the first and fourth, and a swing and a miss by Burns, who's now behind 0-2. Burns has reached twice on fielder's choices and scored a run. And popped up into center, and the catch will be made out in the right center field to end the inning. That was Vinny Ward with the catch. Georgia picks up another run on 4 hits. No errors, and they leave 2 on base. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, our new score, Georgia 11, Florida 2. Elimination game of 2017 Dixie Youth Baseball AAA Coach Pitch World Series here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
See the lights now on here in Cleveland. Brighten up a bit here on our camera behind home plate as Damian St. Mark leading off the bottom of the 5th for Florida. Let's catch up on our bunch of these. Go Drew number 8. Left Keeley and Kinsley. Also go Georgia Boy Drew from Uncle T. Go Jed and Team Florida as that's heading to left field from Uncle Kevin and Aunt Cindy. St. Mark with his second hit of the game, a leadoff single in the bottom of the 5th. Go Braden Harrison, we love you, Uncle Aunt Charlotte, Uncle Daryl, Carly, and KK. Go Team Florida, keep fighting boys from the Sebrings. And go Georgia Boy, again, I read that, okay. Appreciate your shout outs as actually St. Mark will end up at second base. Leading off the bottom of the 5th here. I'll have some scores to report. We mentioned South Carolina winning that game as Tyler Green bloops this into left field for a hit. St. Mark will head to third. Green will now head towards second. The ball gets away. Here comes St. Mark to the plate. The throw is not. It got away from the catcher. Cohen, actually, that was Griffin earlier. Now that is Matthew Lane behind home plate. Over to third. Well, goes Tyler Green after the ball got away. So St. Mark will score the run for Florida as they now trail at 11-3. Over to third goes Green with nobody out. 19-10, Virginia leading Alabama. The machine pitch elimination game, championship bracket. That in the 5th inning on field 1 with Mike Rhino. Arkansas and Tennessee 1-0 the second. Tennessee leading. Another elimination game on field 2 with Robert Williamson. The game that Chuck Sebastian had another excellent game. Texas walking off a double into left field, wins it for Nagadoches, and Coach pitch 5-4 over Lexington, South Carolina in 7. So Texas stays alive to play tomorrow. They'll play at 3 o'clock on field 4 against the loser. Oops, that's wrong. Of the game later tonight between Louisiana and Tennessee. South Carolina eliminated. The winner here is going to play the loser, South Carolina, North Carolina, Mississippi later tonight. That gets into left field. That'll score another run. Vinny Ward with a hit. And now Florida within 11-5 as Tyler Green scores the second run of the inning. We are obviously not going to start our final game at 8:30 Central on this field between Louisiana and Tennessee. North Carolina and Mississippi will get going soon. On field 4, Chuck will have the call of that game. Go Team Florida from Coach Will and George. Congratulations, Georgia boys. Proud of you all. Donna Harrison, Toomsboro, Georgia. Tell Coach Griffin to wheel him from Jason Young, VP of JCNL. We appreciate you all listening tonight in Georgia and in Florida. Coda Cabrera now, the number 12 batter, hitting for Florida. 2 runs into the inning, runner at first, and nobody out. Pops that up, that'll get foul into the net. Cabrera reached on a fielder's choice and then was forced out back in the 3rd inning. Oh, he swings and misses at that pitch. He fouls it off. It's 0-2. Hit to short. Throw across is in time. Well, line drive actually, and it's a double play as Raven makes the play, doubles off Ward at first base. So 2 outs, that takes the runner off the bases, and now the base is empty for the top of the order, and Camden Engler. Engler up the middle gets into center field for a hit. So Engler with his first hit of the game, 4th hit of the inning for Florida. 2-out single. Florida now with 11 hits of their own. Go Drew, love your favorite cousin Kins. Makai Taylor tripled and scored in the first, grounded out to the pitcher in the 3rd. Oh, and going up, making a timing play, it's the snow cone. Is Raven, the shortstop, robbing a possible hit from his fellow shortstop, Makai Taylor, who made a great throw earlier as well to make the play. That'll end the inning. Florida picks up 2 runs. Could have been a bigger inning, though. Double play took him out of it. 4 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base as we head to the final inning. Florida down to the last 3 outs in this game. Georgia leading at 11-4 in this elimination game here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on the rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. 2nd one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Marty Paulman here on JockJive. We head to the top of the 6th with Georgia leading at 11-4. More shout-outs. Go Team Georgia. The Bentons are cheering for y'all from Jones County. Rodney Cribb, president of JCNL Georgia, again sending us a shout-out, giving a lot of love to parents, players, and coaches of Georgia. Let's finish the drill. We are proud of you. Thanks, Robbie. JCNL, they're listening tonight. Great Georgia leading at 11-4 over Sebring, Florida, as we head to the top of the 6th. Drew Williams will lead off, and he gets a base hit to center, as he now has reached 3 times today on 2 hits and an error. Lead-off single here in the top of the 6th. Caden Canty has 2 hits in the number 12 spot. Unofficially now, Georgia with 20 hits. They lead at 11-4. They've scored in every inning. 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 4 each in the 3rd and the 4th, and a run in the 5th. Florida with a run in the 1st, 2 in the 4th, and 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Last inning, top of the 6th. Georgia up by 7. Canty, slow roller to 2nd. It's bobbled there, and there'll be no play. E4 as Chet DeWitt can't handle that one, and now Georgia Again with a threat, first and second, nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Luke Thornton, top of the order, has 3 singles, an RBI, and a score to run. It's with first and second, nobody out. Texas is through to tomorrow. Nacogdoches coming back and winning in the bottom of the 7th, 5-4 with Lexington, South Carolina, as they move on to play tomorrow, 3 o'clock Central, again against the loser of the game coming up on this field later tonight between Louisiana and Tennessee. And the winner here will get the loser of the North Carolina-Mississippi game, which will be starting soon on Field 4 with Chuck Sebastian, the AA Coach Pitch World Series Championship round, is fouled back there by Thornton. Georgia 3 outs away from moving on to tomorrow on this field. Last pitch here for Thornton as he's got a 2-2 count. And he pops it up, and Taylor diving play caught it. Another nice play by Makai Taylor. We've seen a couple of those today, and Thornton out for the first time as Taylor makes the play for the first out. Runners stay at first and second, now 1 out for Braden Harrison, who's reached 3 times, 2 singles, a fielder's choice. Shout out to Jesus Paniagua. Wish you good luck. You're the best from your Uncle Orlando. Harrison has scored 3 times, has driven in 1. Reached all 3 times in the game. And now, timeout is water bottle down that first baseline. One and one now to Harrison. Harrison pops that up, and it'll be caught at second by DeWitt for the second out of the inning. So now Georgia, after getting the first 2 on a single and an error, as last 2 have been retired. So 2 outs as Harrison's out for the first time in the game. Tanner Lacey has lined into a double play, reached on a fielder's choice and an error. And it deep into left field. That's caught out and left to end the inning by Tyler Green. So the next 3 hitters are retired. Lacey flying to left. First 2 get on. And Georgia, for the first time in the game, does not score. Final chance for Florida. Down to the last 3 outs of this Dixie Youth Baseball AA Coach Pitch World Series. They trail Georgia 11-4. Bottom of the 6th coming up here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on his set.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
All right, more shout-outs to get to as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Braden Harris is on fire. Go Georgia. And Mimi and Pawpaw, go Drew Williams for Florida. Braden Harrison for Georgia. Bottom of the 6th, last chance for Florida. Tanner Simmons leads it off. He's 1 for 2. Singled in the run in the first. Grounded to short in the 4th. 11-4, Georgia leading Florida. Georgia 3 outs away from advancing to play tomorrow. Simmons, Gabe Ford, and Jet DeWitt 2 up for Sebring. Appreciate all the shout-outs during this game. Go Drew Williams for Mama. Let's go Florida from Coach McGee and Lucas McGee. Simmons now with a 2-1 count. And now has his 5th pitch coming up here with a 3-1 count. .3-1 is blooped into right field, not past the second baseman's glove. Simmons with his 2nd hit of the game, and Florida has the leadoff hitter on here in the bottom of the 6th. Gabe Ford now. Trent from Gray says, "Come on, Braden. Georgia's got this." Jesus Paniagua, you're doing great. Wish the best and good luck. Go Team Florida from your Aunt Maria. Ford today reached on a fielder's choice single and scored in the 4th and popped up on the infield. High pop-up caught by Braden Harrison at 2nd. And now 1 out. Ford is out for the first time. So 1 out with a runner at 1st. And that'll bring up Jet DeWitt, who has 2 singles. Florida has been out hit 20-11 by Georgia, unofficially. A little fly ball that will drop fair and then roll foul by DeWitt. He has 2 hits. Florida down to their last 2 outs here, down 11-4, bottom of the 6th. Robbie Cribb again. A big shout out to Dixie Youth Sports. Go Team Georgia. You got to love this. As that's hit to short, throws his first, gets away as really trying to get a double play to end it. Raven stepped on 2nd, but his throw to first was too high. Fielder's choice is 6 unassisted as he beats Simmons to the bag. His throw to first, though, too far. It'll be an error letting DeWitt go to 2nd. So 2 outs now, a runner at 2nd. Florida down to their last out. Hold'em, Georgia, Hayda Griffin, Cohen from Cindy. So 2 out. Wait. Two outs now, and that's popped into left field. Will fall for a hit. As stopping at 3rd is DeWitt. So Hunter Stone reaches for the first time. First and 3rd, 2 outs, and Florida again down to their last out. Jesus Paniagua has grounded to 2nd and reached on an error. Ball dropped in right field. And the pitcher makes the play, come out the circle, throws to first in time. Nice play by Griffin Sapp, and that is the game. 1-3 put out, and Gray, Georgia will advance to play tomorrow. For Florida, no runs, 2 hits in that inning. No errors, 2 left on base, and Sebring, Florida's run will come to an end for them this year in the 2017 Dixie Youth Baseball AA Coach Pitch World Series. And Georgia is moving on. They'll play tomorrow against the loser of the game coming up on Field 4 between North Carolina and Mississippi. 1-3 put out to end the game. And the final is 11-4. So congratulations to Georgia. They're moving on. And Florida eliminated from this World Series. That's going to do it for our coverage of this game. One more game coming up on Field 3 here in the Coach Pitch World Series Championship. Louisiana and Tennessee in a winner's bracket game. And that'll be coming up in about 30 minutes. Thanks to our crew here at JockJive, Robert Williamson. Also, Mike Rideout and Chuck Sebastian. I'm Marty Palmer. Thanks to everyone also with Dixie Youth Baseball helping put on the World Series here, and those folks that helping us here in Cleveland, Mississippi. Our final this elimination game, Gray, Georgia 11, Sebring, Florida 4. See if we got any more shout-outs. Great job, Team Georgia. Proud of all of you from Jason. Well, they'll live to play tomorrow. You can also watch that game. I'll be on the game again on Field 3 tomorrow. Feel free to shout out Georgia folks. And when we come back tomorrow for that game. One more game coming up here tonight. And then we'll start it all again tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central with the Coach Pitch World Series elimination games. That's it for now. Final again, Georgia 11, Florida 4. Good night from Cleveland, Mississippi. We will take you now to the ceremony honoring Sebring for their participation here. And again, thanks for watching.
And the lead as champions. We now ask the Florida team to go out to the outfield fence, remove their state flag. When you remove your flag, we ask that you line back up on your respective baseline to receive your World Series award. Anybody else that helps with the flag? Join me in a big round of applause for Florida for their participation in the 2017 DYB Coach Pitch World Series. We will now present the World Series awards to Florida. Starting with number 11, Camden Ingram. Number 0, Makai Taylor. Number 1, Tanner Simmons. Number 10, William Ford. Number 23, Brett DeWitt. Hunter Stone. Hunter Stone. Number 4, Jesus Periopoulos. Number 2, Dawson West. Number 7, Damian St. Mark. Number number 3, Coda Cabrera. The coaches for Florida, Brian Simmons, Jason Barrett, Bobby Green, and Dave West. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you join me again in a great round of applause for the champions from the state of Florida. We wish them a safe